I'm deeply saddened that it was his brother, because like now his mom, she don't got neither one of them now.
I remember I called him exactly at 6:29 to get out the house to go to wait for the bus. Twice I called him, he never said anything, nothing. And he knew he killed Kevin and dumped Kevin by the lake and drove Kevin's car and put it by the city library's parking lot.
He said that he felt like he could never really be a brother to Demetrius, like how he wanted to be. Like
in front of me, he shot Kevin. So there is no way for Kevin to survive.
When this mother confronted him and she found out, what was her reaction? Because if you ask me, I'm gonna be on guard. Like, I'm gonna start looking at you, my child, like you real sus right now, and I'm gonna have to stay protected because you're a danger, a serious threat to me and those around you.
It's a matter of opinion. If I'm right, but I'm leaving off on now to go outside, putting shores and obligations on our part.
What's going on, Moo Gang? Welcome to another episode of Matter of Opinion. I'm your boy, WallzP. Now, on today's episode, we got a heartbreaker right here and a crazy story. On August 19th, a body was found in a canal in Dania Beach, Florida. That body belonged to none other than 23-year-old Kevin Dominique. Now, according to the police, the person responsible for Kevin being found in that canal, none other than his 15-year-old brother, Demetre Fleurimond. Now, I could sit here and read a whole bunch of headlines to you guys, but these video clips will break this story down. Then I'll stop, give my take, and tell you what I believe could have been done different.
Well, right now we are getting an update on the teenager accused of killing his own brother.
Deputies say the teen then dumped the body right by a Dania Beach canal.
It all began with a call to 911. A body spotted floating in the canal along Old Griffin Road early Tuesday morning.
It's going to be near Bryan Road and Old Griffin, the canal that runs along that.
Bryan Road and Old Griffin, you said?
The search for this mother's son, Kevin Dominique, started on Monday morning when she got a phone call from his job that he had not showed up to work. She called the police and they would later find Kevin Dominique's body here in this canal. Now, deputies say 15-year-old Demetre Fleurimond shot and killed his older brother, Kevin Dominique, multiple times on purpose, then dumping his body 3 minutes away from their house near a canal off Ocean Waterway Boulevard and Old Griffin Road in Dania Beach. The little brother put his older brother's body in a vehicle, drove to an area of Ocean Waterway Boulevard and Old Griffin Road in Dania Beach, and dumped his body near a canal. Doorbell video from a neighbor shows a black car leaving the house on Sunday night. Gentil tells me her youngest son never said a word to her or showed emotion when she told him his brother is dead.
And he knew he killed Kevin and dumped Kevin by the lake and drove Kevin's car and put it by the city library's parking lot.
Through their investigation, they learned that Mr. Dominique had suffered multiple gunshot wounds. Late on Tuesday night, he did admit to committing this crime.
Now, paperwork we found on this juvenile's case found that deputies say a Glock magazine was found in the victim's pocket with a live 9mm inside that magazine, and he is charged with murder.
Moo Gang, that's some crazy work. I can't think of anything that would make me want to end my sibling's life. I mean, can you think of something that would make you want to take the life of your sibling? Me personally, I can't. Now, as you heard, they interviewed the mother. They did get a chance to speak to the deceased friend. On top of that, they spoke to a neighbor.
I remember I called him exactly at 6:29 to get out the house to go to wait for the bus. Twice I called him, he never said anything, nothing. And he knew he killed Kevin and dumped Kevin by the lake and drove Kevin's car and put it by the city library's parking lot.
Why did this happen?
On Sunday morning when I came back, I saw the kitchen tile was clean. I said, oh, I know you did it, but Kevin must ask you to do it. He said, yes, I did it. Kevin told me to do it. I believe that made him mad. 15 times he shot Kevin.
Today, I spoke with Ariel Lobo. She tells me her and Kevin Dominique grew up together and considers him as a cousin.
He is such a loving person.
Ariel Lobo keeps reminiscing on text messages and videos with her longtime friend, Kevin Dominique.
We would always speak life into each other. I'm deeply saddened that it was his brother, because like now his mom, She don't got neither one of them now.
She also grew up with his younger brother, Demetre Fleurimond.
He was always more quiet, reserved. He'd be to himself.
Lobo says she's had conversations with Dominique about his younger brother and the big role he played in his life.
We would have so many conversations about, like, you know, his at-home life as far as like his brother. He said that he felt like he could never really be a brother to Demetrius, like how he wanted to be, like, because he felt like he was parenting Demetrius.
A woman who did not want to show her face says she's a family friend.
I know these kids, and I do know that Demetre was a real sweet kid.
And that she's heartbroken by this tragedy.
I'm lost for words. I really am. I'm hurt. I'm confused.
I can't believe that it was chores that made you do what you did to a family member, your brother, your own flesh and blood. Now, since he been arrested, he did come out and say he had his reasons for doing what he did. He didn't go into details, but he did give a reason that had nothing to do with chores.
He's being held here at this jail and being held under the charges of first-degree murder with a firearm. We are also learning in an 11-page arrest warrant that the 15-year-old had a conversation with detectives after his arrest, saying that his older brother did stuff to him in the past.
Did he say why?
I always ask him if Kevin abused him because, you know, I'm a mom. I'm a single mom. So when they live when they stay in the house together, you never know what the oldest gonna do to the youngest. Things happen. He might say, you know what, I need to sexually abuse you. I have to do it, and then you're not supposed to tell mom. So I always ask him if Kevin ever do that to him. He said no. I always ask him because I know the boys, anything can happen.
And right after that, their mother would tell me what she believes the motive might have been is the brothers had a disagreement about cleaning up around the house. But as of right now, that motive is still unclear to us. The 15-year-old would not elaborate or further explain what his brother did to him in the past.
I get it. You are innocent until proven guilty. But I'm sorry, it sounds like he's reaching for straws. This isn't a case like Trevor Lee, the man that killed his parents and then immediately called 911 and was asking for them to pray for him. And he said that he felt like this was the only way out of this trap situation. If you want to see that video, click the card that just popped up or watch this to the very end and the card will pop up for you. This isn't a situation that happened like that. If he felt like he was in that situation, I believe that his actions would have been different. You're talking about a young man that waited for his brother to come home, shot him. Not 4, not 5. 15 times.
We also learned Demetre Fleurimond, the suspect, admitted to detectives that he waited for his older brother, Kevin Dominique, to walk inside the family home on August 17th before using a rifle to shoot Dominique 15 times.
Said that in front of me, 15 times he shot Kevin. So there is no way for Kevin to survive.
What happens that you shoot your brother over 15 times?
15 times. That moment was shocking to hear from that mother.
Then take the car, go get rid of the body, then go hide the car at a library, and then get back to the house and then try to clean up. Afterwards, when his mother called him up, asking him did he make it on the school bus, he mentions nothing about what he did. And even when she told him that the body was found in the river, she said he basically was emotionless. So you literally had a plan and you executed it and showed no remorse. So I'm sorry. You're reaching for straws and you're trying to look for an excuse to try to get you out of this situation. But guess what? I doubt it's going to work.
Louis Christie, that 15-year-old, looked emotionless as he waited for the judge to call his name. His defense attorney spoke on his behalf. Now, while the state prosecutor requested a judge to hold Fleurimond for 21 days, and that was granted for them. Now, we were in the courtroom today to hear a public defender remove herself from the case and allow another public defender to take over. We're not sure why that happened.
A teen accused of fatally shooting his brother is now being charged as an adult. Demetre is facing 1 count of first-degree murder.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, let me give you guys the timeline to break this all down so that you guys aren't confused on what's going on, because I took some notes. All right. So on August 17th, detectives say the shooting happened in the house. On August 19th, 2 days later, the body was found in the canal, 3 minutes away from the house. 2 days later, on August 21st, that's when Demetre had his first court appearance, where they requested to hold him for 21 days and his public defender withdrew from the case. Now, depending on where you've seen this video, today, September 6th, prosecutors confirmed he's being charged as an adult. And on September 9th, that's Demetre's next court date for his arraignment. So there's the full timeline. Charge this young boy as an adult. And this should be like the norm going forward. Crimes this brutal should be a straight path to adult charges. Call it juvenile justice reform. And how in the heck did a 15-year-old get their hands on a rifle to begin with? That should fall square on the adult, which leads to being nosy and being in your child's business. Because if you know that you're going to be held accountable, it's going to make you be private investigator. You're going to go through your child's things to make sure that there's nothing illegal or anything nefarious in their possession. Because it's being reported, I got the list right here. The investigators found gloves, ammo, a bloodstained shirt hidden in his room. Be diligent to be nosy in your kid's business. This way, if you find these things, you could nip it in the butt. And even when you look at family dynamics of one kid presumably pretending to be the parent, that's a red flag in itself. Those kids did not ask to be parents. I understand it's going to teach them responsibility, this, that, and the third, but putting all that responsibility on a child to the point that you don't even feel like that child is your brother, you feel like that's your son, that is a problem. And that's something that us as parents have to do better. Because as you can see, if things go to the far left, to the extreme left, this could be the result. So let's look at the solutions. Number one, don't make older kids the parents. They're siblings, not babysitters. 2, be nosy. Check your kids' rooms. Check their bags. This possibly could have been prevented if that mom found out. The outcome could have been different. And 3rd, seek help. Counseling, intervention, mentorship, different programs. If you feel like you're being overwhelmed, especially as a parent or even as a child, there's help that individuals can get. Just don't be scared to ask. Here's an example. You got school counseling. They could direct your child to behavioral health screenings. You got churches and nonprofits. Many offer free or affordable family counseling. You got the Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA. So there's a lot of outlets for you to get that help. With that being said, I'm glad that he's being charged as an adult. The reason being, he could have been out at the age of 21. Now as an adult, that's not the case. There's not going to be no hidden names. Nothing's going to be under wraps. Everything is going to be in the forefront, and he could be looking at decades when it comes to sentencing. That is not a cat that I want out in the streets or in schools or whatever the case may be, and my son is in that school. If you could do that to your own flesh and blood, I could only imagine what you could do to friends or foes. But what do you guys think, Moo Gang? Do you think this was about chores? Do you think that he should be tried as an adult? And what solutions do you think would have prevented this? We would love to hear your take on this one. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and definitely click that notification bell because you know we bring in the facts and the opinions every step of the way. This is Matter of Opinion, where we don't just repeat the news. We react, we analyze, and we ask the tough questions. I'm your boy WallzP. Stay safe, Moo Gang. Take care of your family. And don't hesitate to tell your loved ones you love them. And if you want to see that video of Trevor Lee, click that card that just popped up. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
It's a matter of opinion.